Hi parents, my name is Maddie and you have successfully made it to our landing page.
Yay, landing page. All right, this is where we're going to be putting a lot of stuff, but yeah, we are in a time now where ministry is going to look different. Our building is closed, but ministry is wide open and we are continuing to do a lot of cool things here in student ministries. So we want your students to continue to grow. So think about this uphill climb that we want to continue to move uphill. We don't want the opportunity or the lack of an opportunity to meet together physically mean that we're going to hit this downhill and we're going to go down in our growth. Instead, we want to create and give opportunities for us to continue to help your students grow. So number one, we want you to continue to be the primary disciple maker in your child's life. Be active and involved in what they're doing. So many of the things that we're providing as student ministries are things that you can be checking in and walking through with them as well. All of our information is going to be put out there. So definitely check that out. Continue to encourage your son or your daughter and continue to be a part of their disciple making.
Yeah, so we are super excited to use this time wisely in connecting with your students. We don't want to give that up. We don't want this to be a time where we're not connecting with them just because we can't meet in person. We're still finding every way that we can to connect with your students and even you guys as a family. We still want that relationship to be there. We are not taking an 8-week or so break right now. We are just getting creative with new ways to reach out. So one of those ways, as you guys see, we have this landing page that we're calling it. Everything that we put out for your students will be available on this page. So that will include any videos, content such as devos or studies, any type of big event stuff that we are putting out. It'll all be on this website. So one way that we're going to be specifically connecting with your students is through an app called Zoom. It's a really cool opportunity for everybody to stay connected and keep building relationships with each other. It's kind of like Skype or FaceTime, but everybody can connect at one time. So really you can have I don't think that there's a limit on the number of people who can join.
100 people.
100 people. But they do have to have a specific link to be able to join. So rest assured, no random people can join in on this. It's all just for frontline and core students, and we're just going to keep it available to them. And they'll be able to join in on Wednesday nights at 6:30 to this online frontline and core basically, which is super exciting. And we'll be there, the leaders will be there, the students will be there, and it'll be as normal as it possibly can, as frontline and core can be from inside of a house. So we're super excited about that opportunity. More information will be coming out about that. We'll send out links to you guys and your students. We just want to make sure that you are aware that that is what it is, and we're super excited about that. A second way that we're going to be connecting with your students is through a spiritual discipline study. So we really want to encourage your students to use this time wisely in their walk with the Lord. We know that schedules are all shaken up right now, and we kind of just want to break them out of their comfort zone even more in that and encourage them to really embrace and grow in their walk with the Lord. So through spiritual disciplines, we will teach them basically the biblical examples of growth in Jesus. And I don't know, I'm really excited for how that's going to shape me and shape your students and even work through it together as a family. It's made for your students, but is not exclusive for your students. So it'd be really cool to see you guys just build each other up and encourage each other through this study together as a family. That would be really cool. We know that since many families are home together right now, it's a great way to grow your relationships. And if not, please just remember that you can check in with your student, see what they're learning, see how they're growing, all that type of stuff, and maybe even remind them about all these cool things and studies that we have to offer them right now.
Yeah. So like Maddie said, there's kind of two main ways that we're going to continue to connect. The live show, which is scheduled for every Wednesday at 6:30. That's a check-in at that time every week. And then the second is through the Monday study. The Monday study will be coming out on Monday, but the connection will be happening with your student's small group leader later in that week. So if a small group leader is trying to contact your student, we want you to be aware that we're going to be making those contacts a little bit more frequently now. You might actually get a personal call from from a small group leader if they're looking for your students' contact info. We understand that not everybody has a cell phone or a smartphone or texting, but we just want to connect with them in any way possible. So if you can help us out on your end in making your students available to be connected by their small group leader as we walk through this Monday study together. We also totally understand that some of these technology pieces are a little bit more than what you would like your student to be engaging with. So we understand that. If you have any questions, you can just ask me as well. Because this big one is this Zoom tool that we're using. Zoom is, like Maddie said, it's like a FaceTime, but it's a big group thing. You don't need an account. You don't need to download anything if you don't want to. There's an app you can download, but you can just access it all through the browser. But on this landing page each week, we will have the button where you can join in our conversation and connect with us through that tool. So that will be there as well. We're going to be trying to do these online connections as much as we can while we're in this time that we can't be physically together, but just keep an eye out for that, and again, use this landing page as our place for all of our information. If you have any questions, just let us know. Our email should be right below, and you can connect with us. If not, hopefully we'll see you guys sooner rather than later.
Super soon.
See ya.